Now we had decided. Oh, pardon me. We had decided where we thought that we were going, right? It was Alvinia. Am I remembering that correct? Hmm. Okay. Weird how we did not bring that up. Hmm. Can have him and Alice been introduced yet? Right. Okay. Well, I think that in the meantime, while things are just kind of getting settled, I'm sure that there's quite a bit of nervousness and unrest in the camp, especially regarding food supplies and such. Um, Yeah, because I'm able to help uh, to a point. I can create both water and a substantial amount of good berries. I'll at least feed a fair amount. Hmm. Right. Yeah, to store it, to keep it safe. Okay. I think in the meantime, while we're kind of getting settled, Yennefer would be going across and just trying to help anyone who's not immediately terrified by him and filling, topping up water barrels and just kind of putzing around, trying to be useful, but really having no idea what's going on. Okay.
Think we should offer to help. This may be kind of a little bit our problem.
I suppose so. I mean, it seems most of it is our problem now.
We always run away.
Well, I suppose, but I feel like we owe these people something.
Oh, they did save my life. I guess it's something.
And what about you, Karis? What are we? Well, what is your plan? Are you staying with us?
Well, I've been traveling for some time. Haven't really been finding what I'm looking for, so I guess it can't hurt to stick around for a little bit till I hear something.
I suppose that makes sense.
And I can't say it's been boring.
No. Oh, I think I would be kind of shocked and just kind of step back and just kind of stare just for the first little bit, see how Alice responds.
I mean, I can still cast magic, so I'm good.
Now's not the time.
I'm gonna slowly pull out a couple of pamphlets from my bag, start handing them out.
I'll take one of the pamphlets.
I offered some of them to join us, but they did not. They seemed hesitant. Oop.
And Lazarus also spoke up. Sorry.
I mean, I know how you can get magic. Or one of the pamphlets. Exactly.
What does it say?
Not great. It's just like crude. It literally just says "join me." No, I'm just saying I still have my magic, so
I'm gonna try to feed my pamphlet to Fred.
just to rub it in a bit, I'm gonna cast guidance on her. So perhaps if you get magic like I have magic, you won't be a burden.
Perhaps, Alice, you are underestimating those around you. Alice, what is it that gave you your magic before? Uh, Perhaps we misunderstand. Would it not be possible to re-establish this somewhere else? You are the courts of of the fall. Would you not be able to anchor that somewhere else?
Wait, prophecy? Do tell. I'm curious. So how do you know she's still alive?
Hmm.
Well, can't you come back later once you get settled? So make some allies.
Hmm.
Well, he's stone.
We're sorry that that happened. But when we look for strength, sometimes we find it within ourselves.
Oh, so cliche.
Clee, what do you mean?
Ah, nothing. You're a good fungus.
Hi. Thank you. And if all else fails, you can always join us. We'll keep you safe. Oh, you were talking about the caravan, yes. I'm just gonna look kind of embarrassed. Noting that my spores have already slowly infected them.
I mean, you
I
can always
don't.
just start your own place. Don't have to be around people. You just have to show them that you can be trusted to start your own place and don't try to cause any problems. And then eventually, after you have your own place, say, "See, we started our own place. We're not looking to take your place." You just have to show them that you're not trying to take something from them. You're trying to give them something.
Well, I've known them for days, and they're the best people I've ever met.
Thank you.
He was lying. Well, not really. He was
What?
just being sarcastic.
I feel like Yenfer would know, but he still feels nice about it. $26?
And sorry, he didn't really mean it to be an offensive thing, just more of a joke.
No, he didn't. Yenfer didn't take it that way.
All right.
Well, at the very least, you have.
It's
many
like the
new
moment
friends.
an opening comes for me to unmute my mic, like it just starts right back up again. So
Oh no. All right. All right. So, what power lost can always be regained? Yeah, I mean that's true.
just not the same means.
Well, I don't think sitting here talking about it will do much better, much more. I fear that the only thing that did improve my mood is to try to do something about it. I'm gonna go talk with Barton to see if there's anything we can do. As she gets up and leaves to join Barton and ornery Quartermaster Mulif leaves you guys.
Okay, so last time we kind of had like a diplomatic vote, and it ended up with us going to the mountainous region, right? Or at least that's what we kind of upon ourselves had decided.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys were gonna go, I believe. Let's take a look.
Avenelia or Avelinia?
Yeah, Vanilla. I thought up in
Like
right
up
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the north. Yep, you were going to the northeast.
So we
of
could trade
Avenelia.
with the whatchamacallit, the chimeras.
The Chimerans, yeah, in Rosovia. And you could possibly forge an allegiance with the Dragonborn of Cristilia.
That was also a thing.
All right.
So where does that leave all of us?
Well, politics is beyond me. I don't really care where we go. I'm just
I'll try to pull the like little cousin who's staying over because he doesn't want to get told no. He'll tell someone else to say it. So as Alice is walking away, I'll tell her, "Oh yeah, by the way, mention we want to go here."
She shoots you a glance as if to say that she's in no position to make demands.
Yeah, fair enough.
why don't we wait and see what the caravan wants to do?
That's
Are
fair.
you saying we should let all of these wonderful people decide their own fate?
Well, it's not like we have a better option.
I don't understand.
This doesn't click for me.
Haven't you guys just winged it before? Why do we have to have a plan? Let's just do what happens.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Hey,
Honestly, where we end up doesn't really matter to me as long as I have a place to sleep.
I think it would be wonderful to have wings.
Yeah, no kidding.
I used to have invisible wings, but now they're gone.
Is that what those were?
Yeah.
So you're useless now? Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna shoot a non-existent Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you go to shoot an Eldritch Blast and nothing happens.
Or does it just like fairy puke out of his fingers?
Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Nothing? Oh man. Oof,
He
rough.
is just a scrub commoner with pointy ears and slightly shimmering skin.
So what's your plan, Lazarus?
Yeah. Like you said, why do we gotta have a plan?
I like it. I like where your head's at.
It
I
has
won't
served us
like where
well
my
so
head's
far.
at if you guys don't protect me. So please.
Well, if we have no plan, maybe we can make ourselves useful.
I'll start playing a cheery tune.
The coming of a new dawn. Do 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 do.
Yeah, it'd be like a montage. Just try to be.
Just a montage.
Yeah, 100%.
Explosion.
All right.
I think
So
Yennefer would be relatively enthralled. I mean, he would know music, but I don't think that he'd ever experienced it at this point.
oh yeah,
Not
Do you
as
mind
he is.
Do you mind if I make a check to see how well I do?
sure. Go for it. Performance. It's the
Bad.
worst, literally the worst song you ever heard. But Yenfer, make a wisdom save.
The worst song you've ever heard. Hey, but it's better than no song.
9.
You know what? This music is fantastic. So Yenfer likes terrible music.
I am clapping in all sorts of offbeat.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm well aware of how bad I'm doing right now. I'm just like,
As
you. I look
offbeat
at him.
as
I
my
say,
eyes
you.
sometimes
I like
blink,
you.
The rest of me is doing the same. It's very awkward to watch.
All right.
It's like a cactus if he was slowly deflating.
I'd like to say my montage is like way too happy and everyone's somber and just give me dirty looks because it's like way too happy.
Yeah. So you're a bard that can't read a room. That's
Yeah, 100%.
there
I have very low insight.
you
We couldn't even work up to it. You're just straight max happy. Come on.
go.
Just doing a dance.
Just play this. You just play the safety dance on repeat. And yeah. So now it's a character trait of Yenfer. Yenfer just likes terrible music.
Official new trait.
This is very interesting.
Hey, it's better than losing your class.
That's true. Losing class is pretty
But-
devastating. You are a
But
level
think
3
of all the
commander.
wonderful things that you will have to do now, Lazarus, like work.
No.
Like be competent.
Manual labor.
All right. So, you do see, it looks like Barton is speaking with Alice and giving her his full undivided attention. Looks like he's trying to give her some reassurances and stuff while Mulith is grunting and kicking dirt over his shoulder. And he's like, "What? They can't even use magic now," Mulith says. "This is awful. What are we gonna do? Winter is fast approaching," he says.
You really
we-
wanted to say it, didn't you?
We might not have magic, but we still have bodies and a will.
Are you walking up to join the conversation?
Yeah, I'll approach.
Okay. Alright, so Lazarus walks up in Alice's defense. "Yes, you have bodies, but the days grow shorter. And already the big animals are going in for their winter slumber. Food is already becoming scarce. I don't care how good you are at foraging. It's never going to be enough to take care of this amount of people. Was it the head number, 137 more mouths to feed? And we're traveling north, into the mountains," he cries indignantly.
There's plenty of large game up there. I thought that would be a good idea, but I understand that winter is, a thing. So
I suppose, with the considerable amount of wealth that fate brought with them, he rubs his chin, it could be salvaged. We'd have to set a separate caravan to see if we can trade with the Chimerans in Rusovia. I didn't want to reach out so soon before we were established, but if these things might be forced, we may have to do if we're to survive the winter, he admits. See?
that may give us a head start on.
Barton claps his hand. See? No problem there that can't be fixed, he says. See, not a problem, I'm sure. I'm sure we can get the Chimerians to trade with us with your trinkets, he says. They're a pretty, resourceful and fair bunch, all things considered.
That's a good thought to have. Let's keep that.
Indeed. He takes a big drag off a long stem pipe and then lets out a kind of a relieved sigh. You see that the stress was balling him too, even though he tried not to let it show. But you do see him relax a bit now that Mulef came up with a plausible plan. Well, seems we have to split and part ways once more. But it is a treacherous way over into Reservia, and I'd be hard pressed to part with the fighters, the meager as they are that we have. I don't suppose you small contingency group could go and possibly secure what we need. Says, glancing up at Lazarus with an arcing eyebrow.
I'm not opposed. You guys?
Did anybody else go and join them?
No, I'm in rapture right now.
Fair enough. Okay,
Yes.
so instead of I'll say I'm not opposed, but I'll have to refer to my colleagues before I make a decision.
Indeed, he says. Well, as we said, it is of vital importance for our survival through the winter, and for us to stay together as one, that we get the supplies that we need. And, there's the matter to discuss about what to do with the changes. It seems we have to reroute the camp. Keep the peace as it is, and smooth over some edges that might be ruffled. It's probably prudent that this evening we call a meeting to see where everyone stands.
I'm on board.
Right. And I suppose if you should talk with your friends, but I don't believe I ever formally invited you to join our enterprise as it is, he says, rubbing his chin again, taking a drag off that long stem pipe.
This is the truth.
I suppose I should have to remedy that. Well, there's much to think about and much yet to discuss, he says. Let me know what you decide. I shall be elsewhere. There's much to do, he says, falling in over himself. I'll be around, he says, waving out. Call on me if need, he says. Mulef, I trust that this matter is sorted? That remains to be seen, he says gruffly. But I suppose at least now there's some hope, he says as he begins to rummage through the various wares that he was counting out. We could hold out for a couple more weeks, but we do need those supplies, he calls over, staring it over at Lazarus and Alice.
Understood.
Alright, that seems to be enough of us. He nods and goes back to what he's doing, and he goes over for Campy to assist him in repacking the provisions. Alright, so that's been sorted. And it looks like you have a lot of information to disperse, Lazarus, if you want to take it back to your party. Alice looks over to Lazarus, and I should try to make myself useful, she says, looking kind of helpless, and I will make sure no one gets in the way, she says as she walks off to where the other Fae were joining together and preparing their packs and stuff, getting ready to set out to forage the nearby area.
Okay.
Chorus, why do I feel it in our entire body?
The music's got you, man. Just keep dancing.
Ha!
Yeah. Don't stop the music.
I would walk to them and relay the information that was just given to me, and like the proposition that is more so of a demand than a proposition.
It wasn't a demand. It was just
like it needs to be done, basically.
Well, it needs to be done if you guys intend to stay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more interesting than sitting in this boring camp. Oh, sorry.
Well, I don't see why not. We can be helpful out there, more so than here, I think.
Is your girlfriend coming too?
I'm gonna like gag at that word and be like, yeah.
Cool. More the better.
It's I'm not sure how. He's just stammering and he's a wreck after him calling Alice his girlfriend.
All right.
Now, Lazarus, you're coming as well, yeah?
Aren't you useless now?
You can carry the packs and stuff.
That's true.
I have a stick for you. I'm just gonna offer him my stick.
Anara looks up and looks over at Kars, skeptically.
I'll take this stick and swipe it a few times through the air like a sword.
Hey,
All right.
I have a mace. I bet you're not really that strong because you're a warlock, but if you want a mace,
I don't want a mace. Thanks. I'll stick with the stick.
All right. Anara, the elder healer of the camp, comes to you guys and looks at you. It seems I was right, she says. Not
Were you?
only
Right?
Not only were you unable to secure passage to the brewery, you bring a bunch of vagabonds to our camp, consume our supplies. She
I'm
says.
sorry that we brought more people to help.
I bow.
We could barely help ourselves as it was, she says. And you bring this? She says, pointing to Karis.
I bow even deeper, very extravagantly. I
When-
assume you like the music?
It's not your music I take quarrel with, demon, she says.
So it's my clothes?
It's your ilk. You have the smell of a Multhian dirt upon you, she
I
says.
haven't showered in a couple days. I'm really sorry.
Does he
Yeah.
smell?
Well, no, this lady is just racist, is all.
Yeah, Karis knows he's just playing it up.
I didn't
know.
know maybe he smelled
Chris
like
Rock.
brimstone. Yeah.
Well, yeah. She puts a, I'm watching you, she says, glaring her eyes.
I'll be sure to take my shirt off slowly then.
She gasps at that and kind of harumphs and turns on her heels and storms away.
Nice lady. What's her name?
Something with an A.
Ah.
Probably asshole.
Oh, that makes sense. She's my favorite so far.
You can only get so
haven't
many
even
people
met
on board.
everybody yet.
I believe you met Inari because when you guys.
No, yeah. When we
Yeah,
first
I don't think I
arrived,
did.
She was one.
I
No,
was
you
like,
haven't.
Fairy fire.
She gave me shoes.
Yeah, she gave you shoes.
And she
But
gave me a dirty look.
Yeah, she was one of the two that voted against your guys' idea. But, yeah, I guess you guys would know that Amalthians aren't very looked upon kindly given the whole calamity situation. But that's the stem of her feelings towards Karis. So what are you guys going to do? Are you waiting until nighttime? Are you doing anything else? Engaging with the camp at all till then, or?
I was gonna feed my blink dog.
Feed the blink dog. So now in combat, he's friendly towards you, and you guys can share the same tile space.
Oh, cool.
And you have flanking advantage.
Sick. I'll take it. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
It's part of it's part of the system. You've been with him for a little bit now, and you've been working on it. So,
Cool.
all right.
Jennifer was trying to say something. I'll wait until he's finished.
Sure.
Oh, I mean, no, I mean nothing really. I was just saying that I would just want to figure out what it is that they would want us to be doing or looking for, or if they have any idea of where to be heading.
As Lazarus told you, that it was kind of hinted at pretty strongly that Barton would like you to accept a formal role in the caravan in some capacity that you guys could determine and discuss with him, and that they need somebody to go out and secure a relationship with the Chimerans in order to establish trade to get the supplies you need to hold out the winter in the north.
Yes, sir.
Galphus, what do you think about this?
I'm just looking forward to setting up a church.
Praise
very,
Jesus.
Very focused, man.
Yeah, I do like your focus and dedication.
I mean, I'm not sure who I'm worshiping, but
you got to work on your sales pitch, though, buddy.
You guys look over at Dumbo, and he's just kind of chewing on a branch and shrugs.
He says yes.
Yeah, that's a yes for him. He's happy when he's eating hay.
He wants to kill things.
Or whatever.
We're going to be killing things, I'm assuming.
Yes, probably. All right, so you guys trying to do anything else? Discuss anything else for nightfall?
No, I mean, we're probably going to be heading out the next morning. Or I guess we don't know yet.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming he relayed to you that they wanted to have a meeting. Caravan.
Well,
around the evening.
We should talk to Barton.
Yeah, just in the meantime, like I said, Yennefer will just be helpful. Just create food, water, as much as he can. Try to ease some burdens, if anyone will accept my mush.
I'm gonna be a lazy sack of shit and just play music.
Okay, with advantage, make a charisma check. Unfair.
Charisma. Ooh. All right. Oh, natural 20 for a 19.
Yeah, I mean, you're really odd and off-putting at first, but the children seem to be at ease around you because they have a way to sense that kind of thing in people. They kind of, and the children seem to be the first to approach you, and as you did, you seen that even some of the more adults became more relaxed in seeing how you interact with the children, and you're seeing their innocence reflected in your actions. You grew on the people pretty quickly, and you're pretty well liked around the camp.
All I was gonna say was basically the same thing. I was just gonna try to help out as much as possible, but kind of make it a point to hover at a not puppy dog distance around Alice.
All right. Just make a charisma check.
Okay. Straight charisma roll. Did it roll?
I'm not seeing it yet.
Let's see how much power I have over the universe today.
Do I click just my ability score, charisma? Yeah. Boom. Come on. Oh.
You seem distracted because a lot of your gestures seem forced and rehearsed, and it's clear that you're trying to impress somebody, and it's not just given of your own volition. So the sincerity wasn't felt. So
okay, fair enough.
People don't dislike you. They're just like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
think
it's
definitely not. It's not as bad as it could have been.
Right.
After that, I would wait for the meeting, and I would, before it starts, I would give Alice enhance ability for Fox's cunning for charisma.
Okay.
Just to try to give her a little help. I feel like she'll need it more than anybody.
All right. So you and Yenfer and Alice are actually pretty good friends now too, since you guys were together in the cell during the fight, and the comforting words you've been giving her over the past uh couple days. So outside of Lazarus, I think you are her most trusted ally in the group. So you have the friends and get the advantages for flanking. You can share tile with her
Oh,
in combat.
oh, she gets her powers back. Mm.
So yeah, I'll be just trying to avoid any sort of work by playing off, by playing music, trying to lighten the mood, just kind of set the atmosphere.
All right,
That
roll an insight check and then performance.
insight then performance. Okay.
Yeah. You read the room. It took you a second. Yeah. Okay. So your first performance was one off, but you readjusted and calibrated it. But
I just want to say that Yenfer hates this.
Yenfer hates this music. I mean, everybody else is loving this, but Yenfer just doesn't care for it. Which is all the better because it allowed Yenfer to actually pursue in earnest the other endeavors to gain the trust of the camp. So Yenfer just wasn't entranced by it, just lost interest in the good music and took off to help the camp. But you're well liked and you're well liked enough around the camp, and people like give you a thumbs up and ask for songs for later on the campfire when they see you.
I nod. Yep.
Given your heritage, some people are so apprehensive, but given this is a band of misfits that all have their own stories and stuff, people tend not to bear too much on your Multian heritage here, except for the last woman you encountered.
Yeah, anybody who gives me like a dirty look, I'll just give them a wink and a smile.
And they hate you all the more for it.
Lovely.
All right. Fantastic.
Becoming friends.
All right. Galthus, you doing anything for the meeting?
Probably just like set up like just like go over to like not far away, but like over in a cornerish area to like kind of like to clean it out, make it look nice, to set up a corner so if anybody wants to come talk to me about the pamphlets I handed out, they can.
They're setting up a church. All right.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Well, people aren't too receptive on religion here. But I'll let you roll charisma if you want to see if you can get any converts.
Oh, I'm gonna
congregation
absolutely
going.
suck at it, but because I am bad at charisma.
Oh yeah. You're sitting there. You say all this stuff, but it makes no sense to anybody else. People just think you're crazy.
Hey,
Well, they'll see
hey,
in
you
time.
like gods?
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, you like gods that do stuff and have things?
We'll see
Check
in
this
time.
out.
Have I got the one for you?
Yeah, I don't even know who he is really, but it's there.
Exactly.
Your lack of details make them think you're crazy. All right.
You know what? I have a plan that I want to do later, but I have a plan.
Okay. Later that evening. Everybody can see the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So look at the players on the board. Mr. Alice. Brown. Bolton.
You think I'm crazy now, but when somebody gets hurt, just watch me laugh at them.
She's going to be the complete opposite
Oh,
side
I'm
of Paris.
crazy. I can't heal you. I'm sorry.
Right. I suppose it only makes sense. Ark is here. And our Anya, sister is there. Are all the other characters there?
Where exactly are we going to be doing this meeting at?
Where are you doing it at?
Yeah. Like how
Okay.
big is the area that we're going to be in?
Gather around the campfire.
It's
Sing
a,
campfire.
it's at a circle around a large fire.
Do you say it's 15 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Okay, I definitely want to try to resist this.
Yeah.
I mean, do you even know it's in effect?
Well, I think I have to make a save though, don't I?
Yeah.
It's in range, so I can be 60 feet like behind the tent, just point over and Zone of Truth that crap.
Well, you got. I mean, 24. I'm pretty sure beats the.
It does.
No.
That's a fail.
It's a wisdom save. You rolled charisma, so you can roll wisdom if you beat it.
Isn't it it says a charisma save in
Is
the
it charisma?
description.
Oh,
Yeah,
so is
that's
it?
all.
Oh, then
no.
you have to
Charisma
roll
is
yet for. Oh.
It doesn't. Oh, there we
That's a
go.
fail.
Ooh. So everybody's failing. Nobody can lie.
Oh, okay. So is it charisma or wisdom? I don't.
It's
Charisma.
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 Okay. Sorry.
All right. Oh well, Lazarus can lie. That's good.
Karis, your music is wonderful.
Thanks, Yenfer. You're creepy.
Thanks, yes.
Yeah. Yes, we have been told.
I like you both equally.
I don't know you at all, really.
I like that everyone's being honest.
I like that you don't lie.
Ever.
Oh, I lie all the time, like all the time.
Sometimes
You're
I
talking to me.
fear that I don't
also,
know what I'm doing, and I'm going to lead us all to our certain doom.
Important
Well,
to note,
probably.
I do know if they pass or fail.
Yeah.
For each
all
and every single person.
I got a really weird rash on my ass.
I'm sorry, that's me.
At least I know the reason. That's half the battle.
I have serious doubts that the people we recruited are going to be successful in getting to Chimera and will likely starve in the winter. Lilith laments.
I feel like Zone of Truth is just getting people really, really drunk.
Just zone of downer.
The zone of doubt.
I don't know who my god is, but hey, having fun.
I think we should turn out the newcomers out on the ears for inviting this evil into our camp, he says, scowling at Karis.
Oh crap! I need to make a.
Hey, lady, I'm
Christmas
not
saving throw
actually
as well.
evil, you know.
Oh yeah.
Can I just make an insight check on her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just do
Man,
it.
you can't even be secretly racist. Come on.
Oh no, you can't be secret.
Eight. Because I
Can't be
I
secret
like
anything in
for the
here.
advantage on insight.
What were you trying to discern from her?
If she really deeply means that, if sometimes it's just more of how you were brought up rather than what you may actually believe.
Oh, as an older woman, she's seen the events of the calamity. She believes that the fiber of her being.
Yes, I have a Croatian mother-in-law. I know.
She watched people that look like Karis destroy her city and pillage it and rape it and raise it to the ground, so.
So wait, time out. While the Zone of Truth is up, I do have a question
Sure.
for everybody.
What's up? Shoot.
You all think we're gonna die?
I mean,
Nah, I'm too
we're all
lucky.
gonna die someday. Come on.
I'm
No,
trying
Well-
to set up this place.
Barton sets up.
I'll make.
Well, if it's of any comfort, he says, rubbing the back of his neck, I fear the times that I may have been over my head, as I confessed. Weirdly, he says, looking around at everybody. But you know this to be true as well. I put everything on the line for this venture, he says. All of my wealth, all of my standing. And I do believe that it is worthwhile, and if I have to give my life for its success, I do believe it's worth it, he says. Telvara is no longer the home and sanctuary that all people could have and be safe in. I seek that without the use of magic and trickery, that a place like that can exist, where all are welcome, he says, looking over at Karis, and then back over at Arana. And
So
That
I have a
reminds me,
question.
boring.
What do you really think about the Fae?
I'm gonna like wipe a tear away from my eye. Like, you can speak. Wait, what was your question, Galphus?
Oh, what do you all think about the Fae? Do you think they're gonna doom us, or do you think they're actually gonna be helpful?
Listen, I don't even know if we are Fae anymore. Come on.
They're useful.
Hi.
There are more mouths to feed and a burden, to be sure, but honestly, I think I'd be irked at myself if we were to throw him out, he says, kind of pulling his cloak back over his shoulders. It'll be a challenge, but I think turning him away would stain our souls, he says.
You all the people I have met that we have not killed. You are you are friends, and I want to keep you safe.
I'm just saying, if anybody has any questions they want to ask and get an honest to God answer, truthful, now's the time to ask.
King Ulrich stands up. In truth, I did not trust my daughter's decision. And even now, so far removed from my power, my influence, my home, he says, tinge of pain his voice. I do not think that we have the luxury of regret, he says, trying to find the words to make sense of it. Whatever that is required of me and my people to be successful and to contribute to the continued success of this venture, I will do so at the best of my ability, he says. Alice kind of looks at her father and kind of accepts and boasts with pride a little bit. Well, to the matter at hand. He looks over at Lazarus and the rest of the party. What have you decided? You belong to this venture as indeed the rest of us do. Yes.
I think we've kind of come to a consensus. Would we agree? I'll look back at you guys.
I literally have no better option.
I just want to start a church. I mean, church,
Yeah.
cult, whatever works.
Cultus
I will-
and
I will help you, Laz.
You seem like decent enough people. I don't mind helping.
I suppose that's fair enough. Now on to your role in this venture. We did request that you procure some supplies for the winter, that we may accommodate not only yourselves, but the new guests that you brought with you. Perhaps this could fall under your new duties as the caravan, he suggests.
What, as the excursionist?
Indeed, you would be the scouts of sorts. You'd go forth, you would maybe make diplomatic ties when need be, and relay them to me as I see fit. And then we could decide on the best course of action with this council here.
There is a Doctor Healer here, right?
Yes, Lady Inara sees to.
Yeah, the racist.
Oh, that's great. So we have 100 and whatever Fae. So if one of them gets stabbed or something, I'm sorry, I can't.
Well,
I'm out. I'm
I
tired.
imagine. I can't imagine that some of the Fae don't have any have physicians within their number.
Yeah,
Sure.
magical physicians.
Indeed, they would still have knowledge of the body and of natural remedies, and
I mean, I can heal stuff if worse comes to worse.
that is good.
He's like, just let me convert you.
Says.
Exactly. If you want to be healed, you need to join the church.
Well, as my father once put it to me, more people are won over with honey than vinegar, or their alternatives, he says. Maybe you should try offering your services in hopes to win the favor of converts. He arcs an eyebrow.
Okay, so you're saying I should hope people get hurt and then heal them?
Exactly.
Your reasoning does disturb me in some sense, he says as he takes a long drag from a pipe. And his eyes kind of linger on you and narrow a bit. However, I can't deny that your abilities would be an asset to our adventure. So, I'm well to assume that Lady Inara has already voiced her dissent against this action. What say you, Mulif? As I said, turning him out would stain the soul. Aye, they could stay. Lesterfine, the Chimeran with the goat, looks over at Mulif. As my kinsman said, to turn them out would indeed be morally repugnant. They should stay. And then you look at the Orc brothers as they've been talking to Krog and Krong. I do believe that they would be an asset. They do look like they could come in handy in a fight, and, well, I guess they come across and made an entire Fey court join them, so. As Krong puts and Krang kind of nods his approval. I feel they would be an asset, too. Krang, they can stay. Lana stands up and looks at you. Some of you seen what happened during the calamity. What they did, she points over at Karis. And them, she points over at the king and the they let us die. My people died as they turned their backs and they hid in that forest. She decries them. Cowards. She spits into the fire. Monsters, she says. She storms off.
I guess there seemingly is no end to bitterness sometimes.
I like her.
But now you are monsters without teeth.
He says, these feelings, these are what I was saying before. This is going to be the end of Telvara. I do not wish it to follow us out here, he says. I do apologize on her behalf. She is indeed a good woman. She promises Karis.
I'm not offended.
I suppose if I watch my entire nation get obliterated by one race, I might be a little opposed as well.
Aye, and that is her unfortunate story. And I'm glad to call you allies, he says. And I'd like to thank you for your help in bringing us these new faces to our venture. It only strengthens my resolve to see them working together among us, trying to find their way. All the tribe belong here, he says. I do believe that. But
It's good to hear you say that.
So when we're doing this mission for you, do we have we can speak with your authority?
indeed, I'll have the papers drawn up and the coin.
Ooh, coin, perfect.
Indeed. Don't forget before you venture off on the morrow, which I do suggest you leave as soon as possible before the first snows come. The paths can get treacherous, he admits. You should see Mulif. He may have some more supplies for you. Yes, I should have some prepared in the morning.
Sorry, did you say the cold?
Yes, I mean,
I'm good. Maybe I should stay with the camp.
You already agreed. No backing out now, brother. Come on.
Fine.
Hey, if you're swift, you may be able to beat it, he says. Besides, Mulif can outfit you with a nice coat. I believe we have some spares.
Do they look cool?
They look functional, he says.
Fuck.
Alright.
I mean, hey, if worst comes to worst, kill somebody with a really cool cloak and then you can have their cloak.
Okay.
Krung, I see that you have, fighters among you. If at all possible when you get back, or if you have the time to spare beforehand, we do need to come up with some sort of defense. And as you see, me and my brother, our expertise do lie in other matters, he says. There's really no one to fill this void. Ah, yes. I suppose we do need some kind of defense force. If we are to stave off not only the cold of winter, but the raiding parties of the various monsters.
I'll like quietly throw in. May I make a request?
Sure, my boy. What's your request?
Could I get like a sword or something? Because like I can't cast magic, but I've never held a weapon before, so.
I don't think that giving you a sword would improve your chances if you're unskilled with the blade, he says.
Yeah, he's probably gonna die on this mission.
Hey, Lazarus, I know what we can do. You could join my church.
Stop with the church, please. Don't want it.
Well, yes, I do hope that the condition of your kin improves, but until then, it's probably best you stay next to someone capable of defending themselves. That maybe they will defend you as well, he says. But you should probably look into improving and at least finding some way of defending yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was asking for a blade or something, huh? I can at least practice. I don't know what good that'll do, but
Do not your compatriots look as capable with sword or magic than any other I've seen, out here at least? Perhaps
fair
they
enough.
could help you, he says, arcing an eyebrow.
I can help.
You can join my church. You asked me to join your church one more
I'll just
time.
help because it's the right thing to do.
Well, the hour grows late and there's much to do. And you guys have a large journey to embark on tomorrow. I would say that we could call this meeting adjourned if all parties are satisfied, as he looks around the fire at everyone's face.
Hmm?
Well then, I bid you good evening, he says. He turns on his heels and takes a drag from his pipe. And walks
And
off to his
the
tent.
deal is C.
The next day. So, quitting that. You guys are all over here. Alrighty. Yes, the supplies I promised. Well, alright, Campy. You have the bags I asked you to prepare. Sure do, she says. Alright, guys, here you go. She hands you guys each a thick leather pack full, basically it's an explorer's pack.
Nice.
So you guys each have an explorer's pack with all the contents therein. Thick, you have mittens, a thick coat that gives you cold resistance. And
That is definitely good to have.
I look at the coat and I say, "Do you have anything nicer?"
listen here, Bard. If you want something fancy and frilly, you're gonna have to make it or buy it yourself. I keep you alive. That's my job. That coat, it'll keep you alive, he says.
Cool.
Hmm. Yeah, she says. Why don't you ever buy anything pretty, Dad? Amphi says.
Yeah, exactly.
She kind of blushes at that and goes and does other things. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah. He scratches the back of his ears. It twitches. And the bovine ear twitches like a fly has landed on it. Then he grabs out his piece of parchment and a sack of gold. All right, who's in charge of this? He says. Here's the writ of bartership, and here's the payment for the first shipment that we're looking to procure.
I'll keep the money safe.
Before I relinquish, remember, this is an official business deal of the caravan. What you decide to do may determine future business. So, and I say this with the utmost sincerity, be frugal. Remember, he looks at the bard in particular, practicality.
I never waste any money, sir.
I don't believe you, he says as he hands Gathus the money.
You're much wiser than you look.
Indeed, he says.
I want to whisper over to Yenfer, he can't be that wise because he handed me the money.
I don't... Listen,
No.
if she was going, I would have given her the money, points Alice. I'm just trusting... Not you, he says. Not you, he points at Yenfer. Not you. He points at, he points at Lazar and is especially not you. He points at Cars. I trust Barton. And if he says you guys can handle it, well, it's his money to give. So, don't disappoint Barton, and don't fuck this up, he says. Now, prove me wrong, he said. He looks at
So what exactly are we buying with this money?
It's all in the writ of bartership. Literally just give it, you find, different vendors, there's a list of them on there. And then you have them bid on the contract. And then you take the one who offers to fill the contract for the least amount of money, and you give them the contract.
So wait, time out. You want us to get the cheapest one possible, right?
Yes.
So
However,
they build a house for us. They build a house for us, and it falls over. Because we got the cheapest one.
listen,
We're not responsible, right?
it has to be serviceable. You have to inspect the goods. They have to work. They have to be serviceable. But you don't just go to the first person that offers and take their word for it. Right?
I mean, if they join my church, I'll believe them instantly. But yeah,
Maybe I should have the money.
Yes, maybe he should
No.
have the money.
I'm shoving it in my back. Nope, don't worry. I got it.
Okay, it's okay. He can have the money, but the moment he tries to instantly hand it over, we all knock him out. Agreed?
Deal.
All right.
Listen, as long as you get the supplies and we can make it through winter, it's simple. We need grain. We need dried meats, we need furs, and we need lumber. Okay? And nails. I can't stress this enough. We're not going to be able to pitch enough buildings before winter without the use of nails. And we don't have the ability to make a forge offhand without them.
So it's
How much
grain,
gold
lumber,
is this?
dried meat, nails.
It's all on the list, he says.
Oh,
How much gold is this?
It should be enough to suffice, he says. It should be
He's
around.
like, no, I want a number.
I'm gonna open the back and start counting. 1, 2, 3. Crap, I lost count. 1.
Listen, it's 3,000 gold. You're not anticipated to spend near that amount. But, with times being as they are, I think business is starting to dry up to the south now with the Hylian Syndicate about cornering the market on everything. So, prices may have gone up. We have no way of knowing. But, if you can secure, I can't stress this enough, the lower price, then do so.
So, question: can we keep whatever's left over?
Absolutely
Why would you?
not.
No, that's obviously a no. What?
okay. I really need the money.
Nope,
Yeah, like
it's
come
mine.
on.
Nope.
You've proven to be the least capable. Come on.
I won't hand it over unless you say hand it over.
Well, he just
Nobody's
did.
nobody's gonna mug priest.
A priest of what? He says incredulously.
Exactly, a priest.
I used to mug priests all the time. What are you talking about?
You've
This
never
is
met a priest of whatever I worship.
It's probably best for everybody involved that I don't hear you guys speak anymore and that you just take, and then I'm able to trust and possibly sleep in the next week or so and expect your return. So just take the money, take
Hey,
the
go.
writ, and leave.
Okay. All right.
You put your faith in professionals, sir.
I doubt it, he says. But I have no other choice, so that works in your favor.
I mean, you could come with us.
He looks around. Do you not see the mess that we have? I'm not saying it's all your fault, but it's completely your fault. But I have a lot of work to do.
Well, speaking of come with, I am interested in hearing that Alice won't be joining.
As Kulif said, there's much to do, and I doubt I could be of any help on the road, she says, without my magic.
Probably still has to watch over our people as well.
Yes, you see, I am probably more useful here in smoothing over relationships with my people and the fine people here than I would be on the road, you know, being in
It'd be
danger.
pretty bad if she died.
Lazarus, I can't believe you're leaving, she says.
He's carrying supplies for us.
We
Well,
all have a role to play, right?
try to come back this time, though, Lazarus.
I'll put on the flirty voice and be like, wait for me.
I really wish I had so much prepared. Oh, I do.
All right, roll charisma. Trying to woo your girlfriend.
Persuasion or just charisma?
Persuasion.
Oh.
I'm afraid I can't afford to. I'm still waiting for Pandora. She shied you. She better be fine, Lazarus.
It will be.
Ah, a good reminder.
Good reminder. Nothing like a
Pandora
positive
again.
thing to think about.
Good try, Laz.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you? So you guys are off. You guys doing anything or anything else before you guys are shove off on the road? On the road again.
No, I think
Uh,
I'm good.
I'm gonna say, okay, so if we get attacked, triangle position, I'm in the middle, or I'm gonna die.
If anything, I think I should be in the middle, considering the fact I'm holding all the money, and I can heal
back.
everybody. When if
can run
I go
away.
down, who's gonna heal us?
I gotta
You're
heal.
you're literally asking me to be a meat shield right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense to
can
me.
I can just get you back up. So
I kind of value my life. It's not just something that I want to put on the line for one of your frilly spells.
All right.
It's for Alice.
Yenfer will just walk
It's for
around,
Alice.
looking up at the sky,
it's a
maybe trying to
telltale.
find something.
Telltale. I'll remember that. Just plays it in my head. I'll remember that. Frilly spell. Okay.
All right. So you guys are out. So you guys are shoving off. You got your supplies. Remember. And you got enough rations for a week. That's about what the trip should take you.
If there was ever a time to play "On the Road Again," now would be that time.
I'll start playing that song.
All right. All right. So as you begin to you leave out and you see a lot of the kids wave out Yenfer, and a lot of people are like pointing and gawking at Karis. They're not really mean spirited, but a lot of the kids are like just in awe. They've never seen anybody like him before, and they some of the kids follow you out the camp and wave at you. And you set about on your journey. Yeah. All right, so let's do this real quick. You guys are about right here. You have to get to Rosovia about right here. The trading post and the Armenian trading post on the Rosovian border. The first day you travel and you skirt the mountain passes to the north out of Edenia and to Evanelia. You cross as the sun begins to sink on the horizon. You come to a great river. Are you going to attempt to cross it in the twilight, or are you going to wait for the morrow and camp on the shore?
How long have we been traveling?
We've been traveling all day. So when you guys left out, it was around probably 7 a.m. And right now, as it is getting winter, it gets dark a little bit earlier. So it's probably around 5 o'clock, where it's still light outside, but it's starting to sink behind the mountains.
Do we want to rest?
I think we should rest before trying to cross the river.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, we should probably do that.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye.
My non-magical bones ache.
Yeah, and while they're getting set up for camp, I'd like to go out and maybe find a bird or something like that. Something I can cast a charm animal or beast bond on. And maybe have him kind of keep a lookout for us from above.
Are you? You're looking for a flying creature?
Yeah, like a bird or something like that.
Well, you find a bird, but the hour's growing dark. But I guess when the evergloom of the Sylvan Forest, you may not know that birds are not.
I don't know about owls.
Nocturnal. Huh? You know about
I
owls?
don't know about owls.
I'm assuming you know about owls, but
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I know.
yeah. You didn't come across an owl. You come across other birds.
Would our little puppy have some good nighttime sight?
Yeah. Blink dog.
Yeah. You can keep watch with me, or
yeah. Keep watch with you. You guys doing?
Like you said, our dog, but I think there's been some misconception here. It's my dog. Come on.
I mean, it's imprinting
fine.
pretty heavily on Icarus.
I transformed to look like his old mistress, and
It was hard fought.
Yep. All right, so Icarus and his blink dog. You're taking first watch.
I think I'll take one of the later watches with the blink dog.
Yeah, I'll take the first watch.
Okay, roll perception.
22.
Oh yeah, Yenfer, you great. Matter of fact, you just stayed still, like perfectly still the entire time.
Flutter out some spores.
Yep, and fluttered out some spores, and nothing. The spores didn't tell you that anything menacing was in the area, not even a predator. There's a couple of prey creatures about like rabbits and gnolls and a couple of otters on the bank, but outside of that,
I
fairly
suppose
quiet.
I would take the watch after haze.
All right, roll perception. Fantastic.
Yes. Yes. The one who cannot defend himself. Yes.
You guys see nothing but black, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
I mean, always correct. from
Yeah.
there.
Foretelling.
All right, so let's do you guys. I'll say your camp spot right there.
He's like, funny, this is all your character's about to see here in a few seconds.
Yeah, well, not unless you find your god, you know, and you'll go to heaven or something.
Definitely a shortcut to finding your god.
Exactly.
See, this happened for a reason.
Grabs one of his pamphlets
I
before I go.
asked for this to happen. It won't come.
All right, so I'm gonna get your heroes on there. Let me know if you can see or not.
I cannot.
A negatory.
All right, I'm gonna have to fix it here in a second. Alphas. Oh. All right. And Yenfer, where's Yenfer? All right. Collecting, vision on. And can you see Yenfer?
I can see myself. Nothing
Okay.
else.
How about now?
Yes, perfect.
Fantastic. Okay. You don't have night vision anymore, so you can have. I'll give you 7 feet night vision, Dave. Can you see Lazarus?
Yeah, and the fact that like I can't see like straight through the dark is probably like uneasy to me.
Yep.
Oh, I can see.
Fantastic. Everybody can see
can-
now?
Yeah, I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I guess Dumbo should be there too.
Well, they did say that they needed people to train a fighting force back there.
I mean, week on if he joins tomorrow, I guess I could put him back there still. Fine.
It's up to you. If you don't
Yeah.
want to Jaeger.
Yeah, I don't want. We'll see what he says because he didn't say anything tonight. So what's going on with him first? We'll leave him there. We can bring him back if we have to. That'll work. And then now I need a token. Well, desktop.
I swear, if we see a Hydra, I am running.
What? It's a Tarask, I promise.
As long as it's not flying, we're good to go.
I was about to say that someone casted fly on.
Yep. It's just a Tarask.
Little did they know that Tarrasques have terrible vertigo.
Right. It just belches on you and does like 8 D100 acidic damage. Okay. There it is. Where is she? Oh, that's something that's right on stream. Looking for a close one so I can put the other one up, but this will do for now. Here it is. Listening. Go. Ugh. Just upload it and it's. You know what? It's just a placeholder. I'll just give you a description for sake of brevity. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So you see this glowing woman appears. Well, it's not really a woman. It's a female silhouette for sure, but it seems to be silhouetted in bright light. She stands in the
Are you talking to Lazarus?
yeah.
Okay.
She stands in the middle. She stands. It seems to be in the middle of the middle of the, like, right on the bank next to the camp, and she seems to be staring through you. She's dressed in a simple white silken tunic, and she seems to be carrying a broken sword in her hand.
Roughly how far is this silhouette from me? I know I can't see well, but...
You can see her. She's glowing.
Okay. How far, like, would you say probably away? It's like shouting distance, maybe?
Oh yeah, she's about 15 feet away from you.
Oh, that close. Obviously, a glowing silhouette staring at me is probably going to give me the heebie-jeebies, and I'm just going to calmly say, you know, like, who goes there?
You hear a small voice. You hear, but it sounds like thunder in your head. It's saying a bunch of things, but nothing specifically at once. And what you get from it, it's not words. It's more like a feeling. So it's you get the sensation of a small, still voice that echoes like thunder, but it's no specific word that's being said in your head. But it comes off as a feelings of anger and frustration and rage. But it's not.
I'm feeling these emotions.
It's not. Yeah, you're feeling those emotions, but they're internal. They're your emotions. They're not hers.
Okay.
You don't sense malice from her. You just sense righteous rage.
I guess I'll just, without saying anything, I'll slowly approach.
You approach her.
Yeah.
How do you approach her?
What do you mean? Like, definitely non-hostily.
She holds out the sword accusingly at you. And you hear the word coward burned into your memory.
Oof. I I suppose I am a coward. I admit.
All right. So first, you feel the sting of the accusation. You go to throw it back at her, but you embrace it. Uh, as you do, the sword lowers, and as you notice, the sword is no longer in her hand; it's in yours.
I'll examine the blade.
You look at the blade. It has a gilded hilt. It looks to be a hand and a half sword, or a bastard sword. Um, it can comfortably fit two hands, but it is looks like it can be wielded. It's meant to be wielded with one or two hands as necessary. However, the length of the blade is broken, with the tip completely gone. There's about uh, there's about a 3.5 foot blade on it.
Funny. I was just asking for one of these. I'll make a slight joke.
She doesn't seem to respond in turn, but as you make the joke, it almost to answer with a chide, pain racks your body.
Like physical pain or emotional pain?
Both.
Ooh. Ah.
She's and it's like a feel. Like I said, it's not words, but it's like an emotion. Like she scorns you for. She says your bemusement is how you cower. It's the shield of a coward. You need to toss such things away.
I suppose I'll just nod my head and not give some sort of what's the word? Diverting response.
All right. She begins to fade in a mist, and this time you do hear words. And she softly says in a little girl's voice, "Usurper, with your defeat, you have lost your conviction. You must find your strength and once more become the lion," she says. As she fades away.
Huh. That's probably all. All that. He's probably just like, huh? Wow.
All right.
But at the same time, probably
So you are now a level
some
one
motivation.
You are now a level 1 warlock.
Okay.
You can start building that. All right. Who else was taking watch?
I'll go next during the darkest part of the night with the dog.
Okay. Roll.
I'll if it's all right, I'll with my trance. That's all I probably need. So I would give him a hand if he wanted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Cars.
You probably should look. I'll help you.
No, you're on watch.
Oh, fair
I'm
enough.
helping you.
I got 17.
And do you have a sheet for your puppy yet?
Do not. It's a blink dog?
Yeah.
Okay, I can find that. It's
Okay.
in the monster manual.
It should be like if you go to the input, you just type in blink dog. So I can roll for him, or you can roll.
Oh, I haven't used animal in Roll20 yet.
Oh.
It's
Alright.
it's pretty easy. We can go through it. If you go to
Yeah,
action,
I'll do it another day. I'll figure it out, and
Yeah.
next time I'll.
Yeah, I can make a character for him too. I'll just do that for you. So
You
next,
said I'm
next
now
time.
a level 1 warlock.
Yes.
Would otherworldly patron being?
Your otherworldly patron.
Yeah. I have to choose a otherworldly patron a level 1, which would I guess be the hex blade.
Well, yeah, you're probably gonna be a hexblade. She gave you a sword.
Yeah, fair enough. That was my
Yep.
guess.
So you can roll a wisdom check. Just roll a d20. It has +1, and it has advantage. Link dog. Oh.
So 6.
All right. So he's got a 6 with advantage. Dog just fell asleep. It's like roof.
Fred. Ah, damn it.
Fred just went to sleep. Bad dog.
I can't punish him. He's so cute.
All right. So, I mean, that part of the night goes off though, without much of a. Well,
Well,
you end up falling asleep, though nothing happens, but you do have a dream. And in this dream, you see a man. Not really a man, looks kind of like a Lyrian, but he has bluish gray skin. Not like a Lyrian that you've seen before, and his eyes are shine like rubies. And you hear this thick, gravelly voice, and you see your friend that took you in, and he's conversing with this figure. And then they look over, and he seems to be carrying this this. It's not really a book; it's like a scroll. And he's reading over it, and your mentor seems to be excitedly waving it over at Car and this figure, and this figure um kind of waves it by, and then you hear your master say, "Kyron, please," and then you wake up.
Kyron?
Yep.
Okay, and that was a dream?
It was a dream, but it felt like more.
Gotcha. Thanks.
good morning, Karen. I'm like maybe 2 feet in front of your face.
Yeah, remember, Yenfer, boundaries, buddy.
Yes, you said keep it arm's length. And I'll just point my arm and just kind of wave my finger in front of his face.
Well, I can't argue with your logic.
All right. So as you guys all stir from your sleep, you see your friend Lazarus. He now is in possession of a broken sword with a gilded pommel and crossguard.
A minute or
Hey, nice find. You
feel
can
like we
sell
give
it.
that to you.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling I shouldn't sell it, even though it's broken. It looks like it probably couldn't hurt anybody. I got a story for you, and then I'll explain to them what happened.
All right. So you explained the encounter you had with the strange woman. I don't know how much you divulge because it seemed to be a very intimate exchange.
Yeah, definitely not giving like specific details, but just
Okay.
kind of a rough.
Okay, you say somewhat retort through sword itching, making you king.
I
I didn't vote for you. So you said a glow. So basically, your rendition wasn't all the feeling stuff. You just gave them, hey, some glowy lady just gave me this sword. It's kind of fucking weird.
Well, magical swords, nothing can ever go wrong with that. You should definitely keep it.
I mean, it doesn't look magical.
You have a feeling you couldn't get rid of it even if you wanted to.
Ooh, okay. Well, you saying that, I'm definitely gonna like toss it and see what happens.
It falls to the ground.
Well, no, I meant like yeet it like a football.
Roll a strength save.
A strength save?
Yeah, you're trying to throw something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm being oppressed.
strength save. So I have to recalculate my sheet because I did the editing. Okay. Boom. I don't know if I rolled it, so I'm gonna click it one more time. Nat 20.
You yeet it. I mean, it goes about as far as your untrained, skinny arms could throw, but it was a great throw. And since you are so untrained and skinny, it goes maybe about 30 feet, which is pretty impressive. But it just falls to the ground.
Do you want me to identify it? I might be able to see if it's magical or cursed.
I mean, go ahead.
All right,
my
give
guess.
me 10 minutes and I'll start ritually casting identify while it's on the ground.
All right.
I'm just gonna stand next to him while he's casting it. I'm just looking at it.
As you move farther away to stand over him as he's casting this spell and farther away from the artifact itself, you feel a searing burning in your hand. The farther you get away from it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to note this burning pain out loud.
All right. They're like, my hand hurts. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
As you get farther away from that sword, he goes, "Man, this really hurts."
You should come over here and get closer to it, Lazarus.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. As the pain starts to relent the closer in proximity you are to the sword.
You got cursed.
You got cursed.
All right. After you inspect the item, what spell are you casting as a ritual?
Identify.
It's divine.
Yeah, some evil god cursed you, man. I don't know anything about the sword, but it's divine magic. And don't tell Galphus because he's gonna be all over that shit.
You start the church of the little girl in the woods.
You saw God blade. What did he look like?
I mean, he's got enough problems with his church already. We don't need to actually have trying to convert you as well.
Oh my god. As chaotic as Galphus has proven to be, I already have something planned for that. Be fun. But since it is 11:15, we'll call it there. Anybody have anything they wanted to?
Nope.
No, I'm good.
Let's go over everything. No problem. So, just a quick recap. You guys decide to officially join the caravan. You were sent out on your first official mission as members of the caravan to basically get a contract, a bartership from the Chimerians at a trading outpost for them. And, well, all the Fae that were with you lost all their abilities. And now Lazarus was confronted by a divine being given a sword and is now cursed. Pretty much a recap.
I didn't realize that I actually have a curse. Oh God.
Well, you do. I mean, the farther you get, the sword doesn't recall to you. The farther you get away from it, you start getting damaged. So you need that sword. Maybe that could possibly change depending, on the bond with your patron and how far you go and everything. That possibly could change, but right now that's how it works.
Okay.
All right. And if everybody's good, we'll strike up next week. I'll try to get in touch with Harrow and see what he wants to do. Maybe he'll come join you guys before you get too far away and go from there.
Sounds good, man. Thanks again.
Sweet.
Thanks,
Karis, I'm going to send you some stuff probably that you might need to know regarding your dream thing because there's going to be a thing for that too. But I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one, man. Thanks again.
All right, bye, everybody. And thanks, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Love you guys. Have a good night.